But he says here, I will make darkness what?
Light.
Y'all ought to be saying hallelujah. Glory.
Hallelujah.
He made darkness light. In the midst of our obscurity, he was letting me able to see the light of the law of Yah. The light of who I am. The light of the Torah. The light of the truth of the word. At the entrance of thy word, it giveth light. Come on.
And crooked things straight.
So not only is he going to make darkness light, everything that's been crooked, the lies, the elbows in the road, the sharp turn, he's going to turn all of that stuff straight. Yeah. Make it straight for you. Ain't nothing like driving down a straight street, is it? Elder's a truck driver. I know he says, yeah, ain't nothing like a straight street.
Ain't nothing like a straight street.
Come on.
These things I will do unto them and not forsake them.
Hallelujah. John 16:13. Come on.
Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth.
So what we see first is Yahweh doing something. Then we see Yahweh doing a little bit more. But he's getting you to discover what he's doing. He's going to make the darkness light, but you still got to choose to walk in the light or walk in darkness. Now over here, we're seeing that now the Spirit of truth is going to come. And the Spirit of truth is going to guide you into all truth. See how he's taking his hands off a little bit more, a little bit more as you begin to grow up in this thing, as time progresses. The Spirit of truth is going to lead you and guide you into all truths. Come on.
For he shall not speak of himself.
So I guess you got to know when he's speaking and when he's not speaking, right? Come on.
Yeah. But whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will shew you things to come.
So if you can't recognize the voice, he said, my sheep what? Hear my voice and they recognize it. Yes. And they follow after that. But if you can't recognize the voice of Yah, you're just going to be out there doing your own thing. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Romans 8:14. What did it say?
For as many are led by the Spirit of Yah, they are the sons of Yah.
So, see, he's taking his hand off a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Now, those that are led by the Spirit, now you can operate like Yeshua did. Mm-hmm. You're a son of Yah because now you're being led by the Spirit of Yah. I guess y'all ain't hearing this. Y'all see the progression I'm taking you through? See, now you got the Spirit of truth. It's guiding you, and we still waiting for the pillar of cloud by day and the fire by night. But he said, no, them days are over. I ain't got to come and do it. You, Moses, stop praying to me. Stretch out your rod. What's that you got in your hand, Moses? Well, I got this rod. Well, what have you been doing with the rod all this time? Well, I threw it down and it became a snake, and then I went and told Pharaoh to let the people go, and he said no. And then I threw the rod down and it became a snake and ate up the other snakes. And I've been doing all this stuff with. Well, then you got one more opportunity. Do something with it. Don't pray to me. Go become the son of Yah and begin to stretch out that rod over the Red Sea and watch what it does for you. Y'all seeing this?
Yes.
So if you're led by the Spirit, then are you the sons of Yah. Watch this. 1 John 3:8.
He that committeth sin is of the devil.
So we need to know that. When you commit sin, that person is of the devil. Come on. And we know sin is what? Transgression of the law. Come on.
For the devil sinneth from the beginning.
Come on.
For this purpose the Son of Yah was manifested.
So the Son of Yah had to be manifested for this purpose. That's why he gave you his Spirit, so that you can be led by the Spirit. And this is why he gave you the Spirit. And this is why he was manifested. That what?
That he might destroy the works of the devil.
See, our job as the sons of Yah is to destroy the works of the devil. Say that. I'm here to destroy the works of the devil.
I'm here to destroy the works of the devil.
No, I thought I was just here to sit here on the padded pew and say hallelujah and glory be to God. You mean I got to go confront the devil? I got to actually be manifested. He gave me his Spirit. I thought he just gave me his Spirit just to shout in church like this. Just do this. That's all I thought he gave me his Spirit for. Do a buck dash. Yeah. I thought that's all he gave me. Just was for me to just do that. And look all deep and spiritual. That's in this house and be all spooky. I thought that's why he gave me his spirit. You mean he gave me his spirit so I can destroy
That's right.
the worst? Woo, I'm terrified. He said, y'all has not given you what? The spirit of fear. So who gave you that spirit to be terrified? But of love and of power and of a sound mind. Watch this. Romans 8:19.
For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of Yah.
So the whole creation is waiting for the sons of Yah to be manifested. With the spirit of Yah that's going to be led by a spirit. All of creation and nature, everything is waiting on you to manifest yourself. Everything is waiting on you, and everybody sitting there saying, I'm waiting for him to come back in the sky. And he's already told you, I've already given you my spirit for you to do something. I've done everything I'm going to do. I ain't going to do no more. And we can't believe that. No, I know he paid it all. He going to do some more. I know he got to do something else. Everybody's waiting on the earnest expectation. In other words, earnest is down payment. You know, when you buy a house, they tell you to give some earnest money.
Yes.
And the earnest money they're taking is showing the people that you are serious about buying this house. So the earnest expectation of the creature is waiting on the manifestation. Waiting on the sons of Yah to manifest themselves and say, here I am. Y'all want to say, here I am. If you're going to manifest it, you can say that. But if you ain't going to manifest it and you're going to just sit on the patio pew, then no, you don't say nothing. But if you're truly the son of Yah, led by his spirit, you can say, here I am. Creatures on the earth are creatures. I'm the son of Yah. Look at y'all scared to say it. Philippians 2:5. Come on.
That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of Yah.
Whoa. Come on.
Without rebuke in all the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
There's only two wars, darkness and light. And the sons of Yah, everybody's waiting, everything is waiting on the sons of Yah to be manifest. So that you can be the light to the entire world. I thought I was just supposed to just wear the t-shirt and say light of the world and sing a song. No, you're supposed to actually go be the light. Y'all walking with me?
Yes.
All right. Everybody say cash flow quandary.
Cash flow quandary.
Now, y'all might say, now what does this got to do with all of that? He just got to do preaching. That's because we look at everything religious. We look at everything through the religious lens, and we're not looking at it through the Hebraic understanding. Because the Hebrews were in charge of the world. So, we're going to need some cash flow, right?
Yes.
Y'all going to see how it fits in a minute. Okay? All right. E. Write up, if you're taking notes, take a T, a lowercase t, and write up the lowercase t, and put these in the top part. You're going to put an E. Down below the E, you're going to put an S. Over to the side, you're going to put a B. And down below the B, you're going to put an I. And these things mean something. So you got an E, an S, a B, and an I. And we're dealing with cash flow quadrant. Okay? Y'all get that?
Yes.
ESBI. The cash flow quadrant represents 4 different types of mindsets. One thing I love about Yeshua was he's always able to take things that's going on in the natural world and compare some type of spiritual dialogue and understanding with it. So that's what we're doing with this here. This cash flow quadrant represents 4 different types of mindsets. And I'm about to give you the 4 quadrants. The first one is the E stands for employee. If you are an employee, that's a certain mindset, ain't it? It takes a certain type of mindset to be an employee,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Come on, talk to me then. Does it? Yes. If you're self-employed or have a small business, that's another type of mindset.
Yes, it is.
If you are a business owner, see, people think when they're self-employed, they think that business owner and self-employed is the same thing. And I'm going to show you that it's not. Okay? But being a business owner is a different type of mindset. And an investor is a different type of mindset. Employee, self-employed, business, and investor. Y'all walking with me?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. An employee earns money by holding a job and working for someone else or a company. And again, that is a particular mindset that 95% of the people that's calling themselves Hebrews or anybody else live in their entire life. And then they die.
Yeah.
Only with that mindset of being an employee. The self-employed are people who earn money working for themselves, either as a solo operator or through their own small business. Only a few people step out of the employee and come on into the self-employed. Now you're saying you're like Jefferson, you moved on up to the east side. All right? Only a few dare to do that. But just like George Jefferson, a business owner owns a large business, typically defined as 500 employees or more, that generates money. So he started taking them cleaners and started getting them all over the world. And that's when he got that penthouse in the sky. All right? Then you have investors. They earn money from their various investments. In other words, money generating more money. And that's a mindset. Now, the question is, well, what kind of mindset is this? Give me the breakdown on the mindset. I'm so glad you asked. I'll do that right now. E. As Hebrews, what does the word Hebrew mean? Come on, shout it out here. Come on, what does Hebrews mean? This ain't a trick question. Come on, y'all. Cross over. So that means we ought to be crossing over. But what hinders us from crossing over is not nobody keeping us. It's our own self. Our own mindsets keep us in a certain place and a certain position. Yeah, of course, people will try to keep you in a certain place and a certain position. But then something happens when you got to cut ties and break out. Hey, I'm free. Hey, let's walk on into the next thing. Y'all hearing that?
Yes.
Because we are free in the sense of making a choice and a decision. All right? So Hebrews, we're always crossing over. So if we're all crossing over, if you are an employee, this is the kind of mindset you have. You have a mindset that's only based on security. I need some security. I want to get some benefits. I got family to feed, brother, so I'm up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, brother, and I'm hitting it because I got to have that security. Yeah. I got 2 babies on the way, that kind of thing. I got babies on the way. I got bills to pay. I got laundry bills, and Nike bills, and light bills. Baby need a pair of shoes. Even got a light bill too. Even got a gas bill too. Telephone disconnect. Y'all know that, right? Waiting on your what?
Next
paycheck. And y'all believe it all the time. He's going to work it out, though. He's going to work it out. I ain't got enough money, but he's going to work it out. He's going to make these ends meet. Matter of fact, I got to get a second job so I can make these ends meet. Because with one, it's not meeting. Y'all hearing that? And that's where the majority of people, 95% of the people stay right there.
Yeah.
Ain't going no further than an employee security mindset. And that was Fiddler in our thing. I can't be no freedom person. All I eat is what the master get. What we gonna eat if we go free? You talking about going to Israel. What we gonna eat over there?
Right.
Well, I'm gonna get some benefits and health insurance.
Wow.
Ain't nothing better than this plantation right here. I'm going to stay with Master. I got to go. I don't hear it. I know I'm hurting your feelings.
No, tell it.
You want me to
Teach.
talk nice to you,
Teach,
right?
Pastor. Teach.
You want me to talk about Calgon? Take me away, right? Take me off in some other kind of place, way over here, up there in the sky.
Teaching.
No, I'm teaching you truth.
Yes.
And trying to bring it all the way down to where it can sit in your lap.
Yes.
So the E quadrant is all about security. So if that's your mindset, that's your mindset. Your mindset is only thinking about security. But how many people know you can lose your job tomorrow?
That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they can be writing your pink slip right now, and y'all sitting in here.
Yeah. Yep. You're
Oh, I
right.
gotta get up
You're
on
right.
Monday, I gotta get
You're
on the
right.
train.
You're so
I gotta
right.
punch my card in the machine, get on that bench, and go all the way down there, all the way over here, and all the way back. But I'm doing it because I want some security.
Yeah.
There's a commercial that talks about she went to college. She got a student loan. She got a $250 cap and gown. It goes through all the prices of everything she paid. And it ended up being like a lot of money. And she said she did all of that to work for you. And then it had like a little thing under the bottom. I said, wow. So they went and spent all that money and did all those things just to work for you. So you owed them something. And they had a thing dealing with student loan reimbursement or something like that through a job, a program they created. But I looked at that and said, dang, they got you. You did all that just to work for them or just to be an employee that wants security.
Yeah.
I know this is hitting hard. See, the father worked on me for 11 years talking about stop playing for churches. And I was making a whole lot of money being an employee. I was an employee and I was self-employed. I'm mostly self-employed though. Because I can do what I want. I can go quit and go play for another church. But the father was telling me to stop it. I said, that don't make sense. I'm doing good. Ain't nobody crying. Sister Tahitas was looking good, boy. Looking good.
Still look good.
Didn't make no sense. She questioned me. Are you sure you hear from God? You hear from Beelzebub. I think you hear from Beelzebub. But you never know until you do it, right? And I once was young, but now I'm old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or a seed begging bread. Hallelujah. I can testify to that. Am I right, honey?
That's right.
All right. So, security, all right, is a mindset. Second one, self-employment deals with independence. You got an independent mind. I can do this by myself. I don't need no help. I can organize, I can orchestrate, I can put this thing together. So, only reason you do self-employed because hey, you want a little independence. You don't want no boss breathing down your neck, telling you when to eat lunch. Ain't that something? No, you can't eat lunch right now, but I'm hungry.
Right.
But not so bad. You got to be on this clock.
Right.
I get hungry at 11:30. I don't get hungry at 12:30. I don't
That's how
care,
it
bro.
is.
And you're going to wear this costume.
Yep.
Well, I don't
Yep.
feel like blue
Yep.
today. I want to wear orange.
Right.
Well, no, if you working for
Gotta
me,
wear
you're going to
blue.
put on blue.
Yeah. Every day. 5
Baby
days.
blue, too. Oh, man. I don't even like baby blue. So
Right.
you're going to put it on anyway.
All the time.
So when you get to self-employment, you say, I'm going to wear my blue, dark blue navy like I'm wearing orange.
Yeah.
You see, because now you got independence.
Right.
Yes.
But you can only do so much. And you stay in the self-employment because it's easy to control and easy to do. Easy, you don't want to work with nobody because they got bad attitudes. Them devils over there, them niggas getting me. I'll cut one of them, Joe. They play with my money. And I may slap somebody, end up slapping somebody. They mess around with me. So I like to get small business. Small. So I can keep a watch on everybody that's going. I got to keep an eye on everything going on. Y'all know I'm telling the truth.
Yes.
So you want independence, but at the same time you want control. All right? Then you got wealth building. And then everybody keeps saying, money coming to me, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm blessed and highly favored. and you know you lied.
Yeah.
Because business owners, they're not thinking about security or independence. They're thinking about wealth building.
Yes.
So how do you create wealth? Staying on your job? You see? But I gotta have something. I gotta spend money to make money. I can't leave this. And you just on a little seesaw, just wrestling back and forth. You're limping between two opinions. Business owner, he ain't thinking about security. He ain't thinking about independence. His mind is on wealth building. I'm going to keep doing this business over and over and over and over, flipping it. So I have multiple businesses, 500 employees working for me because I want to be in charge
Right. That's how
of
it is.
people. I don't want to have to do everything by myself.
That's how it is.
I don't even have to be the smartest. It's normally C students that's in charge of all the D students. It's usually B students that's in charge of all of the C students. And a lot of times, the ones that are the D students and the C students, they flipped it around. They become business owners. So now the C and D students are in charge of all the A and B students that are working for them. How you like me now? What a switcheroo, right? I was a D student, but now you work for me. You call me Mr. Johnson. I know when I walk in, my coffee gonna be on the table. And I can look at him and say, you was an A student, wasn't you? You know exactly how I like my coffee. I'm going to play golf. Everything good? All right, go. Now, how does that make you feel?
Yeah.
Knowing that your bosses are D, F, and C students, but you was always the A and B student.
Yeah.
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 I'm smarter than you. Well, why ain't got your own business then?
Yeah.
You can't be that smart.
Yeah.
Independence or investments is financial freedom. Financial freedom. It look like y'all enjoying this message, boy. Y'all, or it's weighing you out, either one. Financial freedom is the investors. Financial freedom. So the people that's investors, they don't think about security. They're not thinking about independence. They're thinking about financial freedom. Financial, they want to get to a place where money ain't no object.
Yeah.
I was reading an article. It says in order for rich folks to really feel like they're rich, they got to have at least $100 million in the bank. Then they know. They just write the check. They ain't even balancing the checkbook no more at that point. Whatever. Y'all hear this?
Yeah.
All right. The reason why we don't step out of the E or the S to step over into the B and the I is because of our core financial values. We were never taught core financial values. Anybody remember that class in high school? What about grammar school? I know you ain't heard about it in kindergarten or preschool. See, we wasn't taught core financial values. We weren't taught anything about finance. They just told us how to write a check, and how to get a credit card and do like this.
Yeah.
And to get debt, and to sign these papers,
Yeah.
and get a little money on your card while you're a student. And because you're hungry, you're going to make a deed. You can't. They put that little extra student there. Woo, I'm going to spend that, baby. Y'all hearing this? We wasn't taught core financial values. So I'm going to do a little teaching on that. How's that? Because we do got to be about our Father's what?
Business.
And he's in the business of what?
Life.
Woo, y'all a good class. I got a bunch of D and C students. That means you're going to be business owners, right? Fast, I didn't get that right, but it deals with responsibility. It deals with critical thinking, having the ability to critically think, and then technical proficiency. Y'all getting something so far?
Yes.
All right, I'm almost through. This is going to be the last part. I'm going over this part. Core financial values. These are your core financial values. Communication, diligence, responsibility, critical thinking, and technical proficiency. Let's deal with communication. Communication, use of technological tools. When you communicate, there's a whole different way of communicating other than just talking on the phone or talking face to face. You got to learn how to use technological tools. Written communication skills, oral communication skills, effective business presentation skills, and professionalism. See, that's what happens. You know, y'all say, we're going to support the black business, and then what happens? They end up doing something that you don't like, right? They end up messing up in professionalism, right? I went there, you know, I try to support the black nail place down the street. I try to support the chicken place down the street. And boy, I tell you, I try to support the clothing store. But I went in there, they didn't have what I wanted when I wanted it. They didn't know how to communicate. And the girl got to get an attitude with me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never support. I got to go to the white folks. Mm-hmm. This is why I go there. Because they are professional. That was that, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're going to step to the next level, we have to learn how to communicate.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Y'all get that?
Yes.
All right. Diligence. Work with enthusiasm. Follow instructions. Complete assigned task. Continuously improve. Exceed expectations. See, if you're not diligent, the Bible talks about diligently hearken to the voice of Yah. Diligently do those things that's going to cause you to be successful. What happens is we get success, and what we end up doing? Taking it easy, laying back, laying low.
Yeah.
Saying, well, I guess I did enough.
Yeah.
I don't have to continue to be diligent. I don't have to continue to be enthusiastic. Mm-hmm. Follow instructions. I can do it the way I want to do it. I don't think I did enough or whatever. Complete assigned task. We start not doing those things. Continuously improving. We stop doing that. Stop educating ourselves. We stop exceeding expectations. Mm-hmm. I try to be diligent. Every time I come to preach the word here, I try to continually push myself with information that I know y'all ain't going to get just from... Now I can get up here and preach about Jonah and the whale. I can come preach about the 3 Hebrew boys in the fire. I can come preach about Noah and the ark. But how is that really going to benefit y'all?
Right.
Just tell us the story, Pastor. Tell us the story. That's what they say. Preach. That's what they're saying. But in the Christian church, preach it. In other words, tell me the story again. And then half of them are asleep.
Right.
Because there's nothing that they're giving them that's stimulating their mind.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you come in, your mind going to be stimulated. Mm-hmm. Unless you just got one of the minds that cannot be stimulated.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Responsibility. Understanding professional responsibility. Understanding and adhering to ethical responsibility. Responsible. I'm responsible for souls. So I can't just do whatever I want to do. Are y'all hearing this? Yeah. Same way you should be.
Right.
And as an art, as we start creating these businesses and start changing this neighborhood around and this place that we are around, these are things that these are going to be the strategy, these are going to be the fundamental things that we're going to have a part of our life. Mm-hmm. If we're going to be successful. How many people don't want to be successful? Let's find out that first. Who don't want to be successful at business and doing nothing? Because you're just missing out. You know. All right? But if you want to be successful in something, then these are the core values. These are the heart of the matter. Y'all hear that? Mm-hmm. Critical thinking. Everybody shout critical thinking.
Critical thinking.
Critical thinking deals with decision making. See, a lot of people, the reason they don't want to go into the next level, because they don't want to make the decision. They don't have to make the tough decision about something. So they just pass it off and, don't make it and be all, I can't make the decision. I want to do it. I know it's the right, but I just can't do it. Decision making. Analytical skills. Identifying, formulating, and solving problems. And I'm giving you these as bullet points, and we'll go later on, really over. System approach to information flow. Group problem solving skills. Be able to solve problems within a group. Critical thinking is paramount to our core value, financial values. To be able to think critically. Do I really need? I know I saw it on the home shopping channel, and they said that it worked. Oh, I need that. I just want to. I know I should. I don't have all. Well, they make it. What remote it? I'm trying to pause it so the numbers going. Okay. Yeah, give me 2 of those. And then in 3 weeks, that's with all those other gadgets you done bought underneath the sink, in the garage. Still in the box. For somebody else that come over and look at your garage and say, "Oh, I saw this on the Home Shopping Network." Here. Here, take it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? They always get you, don't they? Yeah. Them late night infomercials. That's what you get for staying up too late. They just get you.
It's the flex pay.
That's what it is. Flex pay.
Flex pay. That's what.
3 low payments. $29.99.
And
Right.
now we'll do it for 6.
Right. We're going to double your order if you call in the next 30 seconds.
Right.
Right? You get 2
Yeah.
dent removers for the price of 1. I'll make it a dent one day. I better get that.
Right.
Better safe than sorry. See all the psychology we use on ourselves?
Yeah.
And we don't think critically about making decisions and how we spend our money. And they say that black folks are, I think, the 3rd or the 6th largest economy, just among us. Just among us. We can have we're a little country within ourselves. All the money we spend on hair weaves, on McDonald's, on fried chicken. That's why there's a fried chicken. There's fried chicken places in every black neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's a Chinese food place in every black restaurant. There is a pizza place in every black neighborhood. What else?
Long places.
Liquor store in every black neighborhood.
Beauty supply.
Beauty supply. See, it's going on and on and on. See, y'all know it's already there, right?
Quick
So obviously, these other nations, they caught on too. They
Yeah.
like, man,
Yep.
why don't we put this in that
Yeah.
community?
That's exactly what they do.
And some of the little dollar stores, the little jibby jabbers,
Yeah.
boy, they put anything on the shelf.
Right.
Fidget spinner. Everybody got fidget spinners
Right.
in the hood.
They don't even play that no more.
Makes me relax. Ooh, I'm just relaxed. Ooh, I'm getting this. Ooh, it's so fun. See? No critical thinking skills.
Yeah.
Just fidget spinners. Let's get, that's something that whoever been, my daughter said, whoever been this is so smart.
Right.
She begged me for it. I gave me it too.
Yeah.
Critical thinking. Critical thinking skills. How to make decisions. And I said, I guess one fidget spinner won't kill us.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
Technical proficiency. That's it. Ability to use technical skills and modern financial tools in practice. How do people use QuickBooks? Or what's the other one? Money something. It used to be a long time ago. QuickBooks though is very popular. Anybody use QuickBooks? Nobody use QuickBooks. All right. Or something to balance your checkbook. Balance how much, what's coming in and what's going out, so you know how much, where your money is going on. I already know where my money is going to. It's food. Food is the main thing that's my largest thing in my budget is food. Got a large family, so food is the largest thing. So that's why we need a restaurant straight up. We just need a flat out restaurant. So at least I can go buy a lot of food, sell a lot of food, and then eat less of all of that. Don't that make sense though?
Yes.
If that's your largest thing, why don't I create a business so I can at least get some kind of return and just, hey, I can eat it. Hey, man, it'd be a good thing. A restaurant. We should be all over that. But not a restaurant that's going to produce death, but a restaurant that's going to give what?
Life.
Smoothie bar. Just sell smoothie bar and vegetables. That's it. We just do smoothies. And got all the vegetables you can think of. When I went to Israel, they had vegetables I ain't never heard of before. I was like, wow, what is that? Wow.
Yeah.
Knowledge of contemporary issues. Manage financial information. Knowledge of financial theory and application. All right? We got a brother in our midst. He's an MBA in business. Y'all know Brother Danielle was rolling like that, Brother Danielle. Raise your hand, Brother Danielle. Everybody you know about business. So are these terms that you familiar with? So you can do a presentation and a workshop just on the stuff, all this stuff right here, and break it down in bite-sized pieces. You're a professor, right? Did y'all know he was a professor in the school teaching business? Now why can't he teach us business?
All right.
We got somebody right here that can teach us what's up. Ain't that right there? See? He knows what's going on. He went into the enemy's camp and stole some knowledge. Right now, he paid for it. He paid for it, right? Still paying for it.
And had to steal something too.
You see? So we have somebody who can show us all this stuff. So I ain't just making this up. Bible says out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. Everything's going to be established.
That's right.
We got Cohen, he had a business for years, owned his own business. So we got people in our midst, other people, business owners, elders, owned business for years. All right, we got to raise up some folks to go to the next level. And if we pull all of our resources together, remember I told y'all last week, everybody's mind is worth about, we use 10% of our brain, but everybody's mind is valued at about $9 million. So you got a $9 million computer on your shoulder. Why are you broke? Why is anybody broke? You got a $9 million computer on your shoulder. Think it, because your mind is infinite. It doesn't stop creating. It only stops creating when you stop thinking about creating something. And when you hinder yourself. We talked about the obstacles of creativity last week. Y'all need to go watch that. Watch that message. Pastor John Tatum YouTube page. And y'all can do that. Subscribe, like, and share. I did my own commercial, right?
Give it a thumbs up.
The quote for insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. We keep working for somebody else, and we're expecting that we're going to be wealthy. That's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again. And some people say, well, Pastor, I'm not trying to be wealthy because my mind is on security. And all I do is just want just a little house, a little bed, a little meal, a little something, and that's it. That's my fullest expectation. But what about the generation behind you? What about your sons and your daughters and your daughters' sons and daughters? And your son, don't want to leave them something? To start off in a better space or shape that the most things we look forward to is what? The insurance policy. When Big Papa die and Big Mama go, we can split up and argue over the $25,000 policy she left us. And fight over the knives and the forks and the pots. This is Mama's favorite lamb. I always wanted this lamb. All right? So we got to do something different.
Yes.
In conclusion, in order to come out of this insane behavior, we must change our mindset, like the Kohen was saying. Change our mindset and become different. To come out of this insanity. I guess I spelled insanity wrong, but y'all know what I want to say. I'm saying it. So if you read this, that's not what that says. That's a typo.
Oh.
Lastly, Yeshua is in the business of life. He was an employee because he worked for the Father. He was self-employed because he actually participated in the work of healing the sick, raising the dead, and casting out devils. He had a business where he employed 12 people, and then it went on to 70 people, and that grew to 3,000 to 4,000, 5,000 people, and everybody talking about Yeshua all over the place. Just his name is a household word, and everybody they truly selling him, ain't they?
Yes.
We offer Christ to you. Ain't that what they say? Yeah. We offer Christ to you.
Yes.
Get your tithes in your hand. You go. Right, 2018. Yes. That's how much money we selling Christ for this year. Next year it goes up a dollar. All right? And then Christ invested his life force within us, the set-apart spirit, in order for us to do greater works. He said, the works that I did, you're going to do greater works.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to the Father and I'm going to send the Spirit of truth. He's going to empower you to do some great and mighty things. And the first thing Peter and James did after they were filled with the set-apart spirit, they went to the temple, the gate of beauty. And there was a man laying there who was lame. And he actually was begging. Ain't that something? Begging for money with a $9 million computer on his head. But he was lame in his feet.
Yeah.
But he still had the ability to think and to say, give me silver, gold. And they looked back at him and said, silver and gold have I none. So they wasn't rolling either. Huh? But such as I have, I'm going to give it unto you. And they said, in the name of Yeshua, in the name of Jesus, get on up from there. The Bible says immediately his ankles, bones caught strength. And he went into the temple, leaping and shouting and praising Yah. Now, what if they would have said, silver and gold, I'm going to give you that. But also, in addition to silver and gold, rise up and walk. Now, how much more would he have shouted then? Are y'all hearing me? Is that a point?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got silver and gold for you. We got your silver and gold. Here's that, but we also going to heal you. Now you got the whole, now you're in natural, spiritual. See? Total man, mind, body, and soul. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right, Shabbat Shalom.